It's so hard to be in an industry where you constantly have to be on. If you've been in the industry so long, we get so busy, you don't get time to share knowledge. You're sick. You know, school told me like, yo, after we don't play the same call, what school told me like, you're the greatest. I've wanted this thing for a very long time. Like, I've wanted to do this for a very, very long time, which is why I take it very seriously.
Social media.
Hey, investigation, right?
Hey, this is what we call investigative journalism 101.
What's up, guys? You are tuned into the Catch Up DBN with your host, MX South Africa, and your co-host, Pookie Dubs. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And if this is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we have a special guest, a returning guest.
Hey, part two.
It's
the part 2 level.
Definitely. It goes by the name of OLV. And when I think about OLV, I think of him as a tourist destination for anyone who wants to have a...
Why didn't you introduce me like this?
Hey, intro.
So for anyone who wants to have a good time, you know, and wants to experience the nightlife the way it's supposed to be experienced. So welcome, LV.
I must have said, I'm back last time. On the intro, this is the best intro I've ever had. I don't normally get introductions, that's why I get excited.
You're the one who usually introduces people.
It's very, very nice, thank you. I actually like it. That's the one. I'm gonna change my bio, tourist destination.
Whenever she's here, people are happy. Like, let's he's coming.
So for those who don't know you, please tell us a little bit about yourself. Just a quick one.
Hey, wait, so if you don't know, check part 1.
That's why, yes. Happy somewhere.
So my name is LV, of course. I am young creative. I'm not young anymore. Hey, someone reminded me like I'm actually hitting the OG level. I'm a young creative, to MC, young entrepreneur. I'm just the guy that you need at your parties or your events. I'm an event organizer as well, so I wear a lot of hats, you know. Yeah. So that's just who I am.
Oh yes, definitely. So last time we spoke, we went on a journey of who exactly LV is. Yeah, so we're not going to go back there. Right now, we're just going to talk all things events and some of the things that you've been a part of. The latest one being the Endless Summer Durban that recently took place on the 28th of last month. Yeah. So basically, it's like a collaboration between you and Just an Idea Studios.
Which is still me.
Yes.
Hey, make some noise for that.
It's still me.
I think it's a separate...
It's separate entities, but it's still me.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a collaboration between you and you?
Yeah, it's just me. But I'm trying to bring in a lot more people because I'm doing too much. So I'm trying to at least hire some kids to do stuff for me, some other people to kind of help out because I have a bit of a a trust issue because I like to be hands-on with things. Yeah. So I'm learning now to kind of it's called delegating. See, I don't even know the fucking word.
Yeah.
It's called delegating. So it's now me with there's a kid I work with called Tumsane. He does my content. Young Melo, he's been shooting my vlogs for me. Young Melo. It's Uyan, who's in Cape Town. It's Issa, who's one of my designers. So it's my thing. So it's like I try to at least see as well who plays a really big role because like kind of my assistant now in a way. So I'm trying to empower a lot of other people.
That's good. That's good. We're actually going to also talk a little bit about empowering and your work within that specific space.
Yeah. So basically, that is me. Just an idea is me. Okay. That's the main business under everything else.
Oh, nice.
It's not for people that don't know that it's actually me. It's like another entity.
I thought it was a different entity.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
It's basically a youth event that is based, that is centered around fashion and basically a good time, all in all. So last time you were here, you spoke about having it in a bit of an unusual location. Yeah,
I try to change it up a little bit now and again. I used to do it a lot backyard when we said backyard. We spoke about the backyard situation. So
Legacy, right?
Legacy Yard, yeah. So I used to do it there a lot. And then when the backyard stuff happened, I was like, okay, let's see if people like the venue or the event. Sometimes you get lost in, do people really like this event or batani ndao?
That's true.
You know, so I try to test it out and see, okay, cool. Do people like this or this? It worked. SMG, and then I did it at BMW, and then I went to the Villa, and then I just did it now at Eden. So we're trying to like now take it to PMB maybe.
Okay.
But I'm trying to go back to SMG because that's also changed.
Vroom, vroom.
So I'm trying to take it back. So I try to make it as different as possible, just to kind of give people a different experience.
Yeah. So you just spoke about this time around. It was less risky. You went to the Eden Champagne Garden. Yeah. So why specifically that venue, and how was the response this time around?
That venue specifically because I wanted to do something with Usev Mdluli, the young chef that I got to come in. So I was like, oh, okay, because I've been seeing him a lot online, like I'm a video of him cooking stuff at home. Like there's some of his videos where he does like a million views, but no one's ever like tasted his food outside. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see if I put you in a big kitchen with a chef and an actual crowd, how's that gonna be? And for him, it was like, it made sense. So that's the main reason why I wanted to do that, Eden. And I feel like that's the only venue that it was easier access to me, because even though it wasn't that easy, because I had to kind of convince the owners like, yo, I want to create my own menu, I want to do my own shit, my own cocktails with the guys. So it's like, it's a smash Dovana. So how you gonna? So I had to do a lot of convincing. So that was the main focus for that was that, and then also with Stallion, the artist guy, which I'm trying to do something bigger for him, to kind of showcase his artwork. It kind of made sense in the venue, it was nice. But also for me, mostly it was just like, okay, I haven't done it in like 4 or 5 months. Let's do it again. So the food response I wanted, I got.
Okay.
And then everyone else that is normally part of In the Summer corner as well. But yeah, it did what I needed it to do. For Usev and Stalin, you know, so that was the main focus around that, you know, because we always do the drinking and the alcohol, but we never do the food. So I wanted to do like a food aspect, and there's a lot of like it actually came up from me watching something on my girl's TikTok. And I was like, yo, she looks like a lot of food. There's a lot of food chefs on TikTok, like a lot. And they make good food. And that guy makes he makes good food, man.
He does.
So that was where that came from.
So you spoke about having like a hand in the menu.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you added? What was your spin?
So it was just something like light stuff. So I thought about it, okay, cool. If it comes in the summer, mostly it's either on a Friday or Saturday. So what am I going to eat? In the papalas at 3 o'clock. Which is now, it's 4:30, right? So I'm mostly at the house at this time. Okay. So it's like, okay, it was wings. Seth created some wings. Like he had free reign in it. So it was like quick things you can eat. It was my wings. I have never had Alfredo wings, which is cool.
Alfredo wings?
Yeah.
Like an Alfredo pasta?
Yeah, but with wings. That was next. I was like, yo, that's actually mad creative. I'm like, yo, and he did one that's a little bit spicy. We call them the Babala's wings. Like we did the rum steak, and then there was like another 3-course meal. I forgot what it was, but it was quite a few things. So it was quick, easy stuff you can eat.
Okay. No, that's nice. So it seemed like a very successful event, judging by your social media and judging by the response of many people. So you are someone who's made quite a name for yourself in your own corner of the industry. Yeah. All right. So then I saw under one of your posts in the summer that there was a young artist who was asking how one could get on the lineup, right? Because you had a lot of local DJs there. Yes. So he was asking, how can I get on the lineup? And I'm sure that's you're someone that receives a lot of those requests. God. How do you deal with it?
CottonFest I don't even lie to you. I get those a lot. It's like,
how do you deal with it?
Vince, I try to deal with it as I respond a lot, like to things that make sense. Like I respond. And abantu who know me like know that I respond. Like it might take a while because just all the stuff that I'm going through or whatever I'm busy with, but I try to respond as much as I can. So I want you, this lineup was a lot of new faces, like Upilmane, VK Ngobo, a lot of people that are just new, those kids that I found just online. Like when I go out, I'm like, oh, okay, come to the Pros, let me go check it out. And then I go see it. Oh, okay, damn, it's good. Yeah, well, so you get a lineup just by that. Like if I frequently like see you in other places, like not places that I'm not a part of. Like let's say maybe something happening at Dropkick Murphys, for instance. I'm saying that because it's the closest place I'm saying. Saprosa, for instance, or Capella in Mtlanga. Like if I see you, no something, I go to those places, man, just to chill and listen to music. But if I see you frequently on that, yeah, it's cool. But if you consistently hit me up as well, then I'll probably take you seriously. Like there's people that hit me up on a regular basis. Yeah. You know? I don't mind. I respond, and then I let you know what's like, yo, if it's possible, if it's not. But I don't just flat out ignore you. You know, I let you know if I can do it. Yeah, but for the next one, we'll try to do a little bit more. You know, but it depends also for me on where am I taking this event and what the vibe is. Yeah, but with this one for me was a lot of new faces. With Usiv, Ndluli, the chef, with the artist guy. So it was like, okay, it makes sense to me to bring in other people. Yeah, but because not about Chitabana crowd, yeah, and their own people. So that was how I got. But I try to deal with it as much as any normal human being can do it. Because sometimes it's a social battery we paid. Yeah, as much as I don't have the luxury of that. I mean, I got as a person because I only maybe probably get 2 days in a week to myself, maybe 3, and then I gotta be, even if I'm going to stuff, I might have to be at work. Yeah, but like I've been like I was just speaking to someone and I was like, yo, it's so hard to be in an industry where you constantly have to be on.
Yeah.
Like you can't be off. Like I go through stuff, but at home, 2 days in a week, and then you have to go out again, and there's stuff happening, and things can't stop.
How do you remain LV in those situations?
But I try to navigate. Like I've been going let me be honest. Like the main reason why I haven't done anything I haven't released anything creatively, whether it's clothes or anything else, just because I've just been trying to figure that out, like mentally. Like my mental health has been like a huge thing for me the past 5 months, just because of like dealing with, well, mostly a lot of that kind of situation kind of put me in a very bad situation. Home with my parents, because we still don't understand what I do. I've been in is this what I really want to do? Or this is what the next 10 years of my life is going to look like? Or so I've been second guessing a lot of things. Which then again is like, Doug, I'm good at what I do. But like it's like it's doubts. Your parents is like, the craziest thing. My mom actually called me a loser. That was the wildest thing. Like it's the craziest thing. But when her friends' kids see me, it's a whole different conversation. It's like, yo, this kid is actually like, I'm actually doing something, you know. So when I'm lucky enough with it, she gets to hear those stories about me. So it's all that stuff. So I try to navigate that, and then it's like you constantly have to be on, because as umuntu who's doing an event or who's hosting, if you're not in a good space, people will tell. Like you can tell, it's and I consistently have to be on, you know, because I'm at the job. It's like, even if you're going to a bad day, you gotta go to the office. You gotta sell that car. You gotta sell that T-shirt that day. The world doesn't stop because you feel sometimes, which is, it's unhealthy, yes, but it's like you find ways to kind of cope, you know? Because like even when Ricky passed, like I was going through a lot, but I had to be on, you know? So it's those type of things where it's like, you just gotta navigate. The industry is a bit, it's people think it's like, oh, funding. It's like, it's fun, yeah, cool, but like, it kind of hits you in like a bit.
When last did you actually take time and space for LV?
Jeez.
Just for ukhohlwe hustle and grind and shit. Like even a day, like when
last was maybe I don't think I have this yet. Yeah. Maybe Jan.
Yeah, because burnout.
Yeah, January, because I was working 7 days a week. Like I got to a space where I didn't want to hear music. Like it was just like I hate this thing. Like everything it was silence. Like no TV, no nothing. I want to hear nothing. I just want to sit in silence and just everyone moves about their day. Like that was Jan. Like that was me in January. I was like, I've had it. I was like, there's no way. 7 days a week. Imagine being out 7 days a week.
I cannot.
Like consistently, like out.
And everyone is expecting you to.
Everyone wants to have a good time. But people come to join on different vibes. When you've had 3 days off at work, you just want to blow some steam. I want to party.
And you're responsible for that.
I gotta make sure that you be having a birthday, a golfer's birthday. Yo, let's go to the club. Like it's all type of vibe. So I try to make what I do in those spaces really memorable. That's why I do eventing. Like I do eventing because I like the memories that I used to have with my friends, and before I was who I am, like, you're going to Good Sunday, like, oh my God, that was such a party, or someone doing that. Like, that's why I do eventing, to make sure that when you go home here, you're like, yo, first, because I'm on.
What a responsibility. What a responsibility to make sure that everyone, not only, we're also going to like dabble on the safety part of the nightlife, and also your responsibility to people that come there because of you. Because I mean, most people do come there because of you. Yeah, the artist and things like that, but then you carry the event, right? So talking about carrying on an event, Go March, I don't know if you heard about this one. It trended a bit on Facebook. Yeah. But there was a popular Durban promoter. Yeah. He attempted to do an event centered around the hip hop genre.
Exactly. He put me on Facebook as well. Like, as an MC was me and Utanis.
Yes.
Oh wow. He put it to the whole post and sent it to me.
Yeah.
Mercedes sent it to me. He's like, yo, these two guys. So he tried to because they always try to put me and him as against each other.
Oh.
So he kind of stated out the difference between the two of us. You know, one started it. I mean, I came in, but my thing is different. Like in terms of not just hosting, but like I run other things.
Yes.
So they try to do that. So you try to make it seem like, yo, these guys, as much as everyone tries to put us against each other, but we're different, and we also get along. So that event was going to be cool. But I think I watched your episode. You guys spoke about it actually.
Yes, because he was complaining about, not necessarily complaining, but he was, one of the reasons why he decided to cancel the event completely was because of the attitude of the artist. So as someone who has to deal with different attitudes and who is able to create a successful event and get everyone on one accord, how were you able to do that and not just cancel an event?
Hey, it's in hip hop, right? Because that was a hip hop based event.
Yes.
Friends, as much as I'm a hip hop bro, fully. I'm like a hip hop bro. Friends, I navigate it differently because I book people that I genuinely have relationships with. Okay. So either we hang out on a regular basis or we speak from time to time. It's hard dealing with people that you don't know. Like it's very, very hard because there's a certain level of okay, this much. You kind of you have to treat me like a celebrity. So these in hip hop, it's always about ego. They want to be like this thing. Like some people in hip, like even me on my DM, some people are very like entitled. Like especially hip hop guys, like friends, get booking and garden because I have started a video that's on like 10,000 views. I'm not gonna do that. So I mean, I try and minimize that situation because I try to deal with people I know. You know, I know okay, I kind of know your attitude. I know how you move. I know how the people around you. Like I study a lot of those stuff. So most of the thing I was lucky enough because I did psychology at UKZN.
Oh, okay.
So I have this thing of just looking around and like I can tell the vibe. It's okay. Not just I'm judging you. Just I'm just saying, okay, I see how you move, so I know how to book you. So I know what time to put you out as well. So new events with new artists, they don't understand that. So as a event, he's done so much shit. Like perfect. And he's done so much. Like regardless of everything else, he feels like, bro, I actually don't need to do this. I'm trying to help y'all, but you guys don't understand the business of this. Yes. You know? If I book you, people want to focus on okay. Not even take. Hospitality. Not take. Imagine, see, that's a good thing. I'm talking about hospitality. Okay, hospitality, I'm just I'm heading out too. What? I'm just right. There's no riders. I'm doing this event for you guys to kind of. I liked it because it was gonna give us a chance to see the new guys or connect. It's cool, man. Because I like those things. When I go to these events, I talk. I don't talk shop, but I just talk like, yo, let's meet. And then later we might chop it up. But yeah, it was. I understood his frustration because because he did it out of the goodness of what he was trying to push. Like of him, like okay, let's put hip hop on because he does all stuff for Gom. Yes, he does all stuff for those people. I met Gom piano bros. Top level. You know why? Because even the new guys I put, I gave them a ride. They didn't ask me for anything. It's just like, no, that's what it's just have a good time with your people. And they came with people. And because they just do it out of the love. I'm at the hip hop sometimes with space each other.
That's true. I mean, he even went as far as to offer a workshop. What do you think about that?
That's dope. I'd actually go. Not just to just so people understand the business. Like, wait, you're not just an artist, bro. Like, now it took me a while to separate the two, you know?
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure it out. As I must say, I got it perfectly. Like, I did also do a workshop now in Sase Evasit. I was working at Ripple, so I saw something called a Couch Session. I was like this, where you speak with artists, and they got it board. It was mad popular back in like 2015. Okay. You must check it out. Like about Couch Session. Right? Yeah, I did that with Nancy as well. So I first did one with, I can tell you, and I'm gonna name these people because I want you to see where they are now. Gogo, who's now doing drive time. He was doing 12 to 3 at the time. The Kakasin. Yes. His was A1 Wolf. It was Benny Maverick, it was Ufili, it was Teabag, it was, what else was there one? Gemini Major, it was, someone else who was a producer who was there who had a hit after that. But look at those people, that was like early days for them. Look at where they are now. And they knew game at that time. Imagine Oshaya, 12 to 3 saying it, but you can, like, that was for. It was like, yo, bro, I know pain, we're coming off Good Sunday. I was working with them a lot, so I was doing stuff for Good Sunday. So all these guys I met just throughout the industry. Oh, I had Lavi as well, 7. Yeah. So I had like these people like, yo, I want to run a session just to educate people. Also, it was for myself, just, it's okay, well, if I get into what I'm doing. So that's a good idea. I mean, I would go, because I feel like we all get, if you've been in the industry so long, we get so busy, you don't get time to share knowledge because you're consistently moving. So I feel like those type of things are nice, just to share knowledge. Like these, I like doing this, man. Like if I had the time, I'd probably do it on my own, but I don't. So I would never get a chance to get called for something like, oh, come. I think the first person who interviewed me was Unjing. Yeah, someone brought up that interview to me. The guy who owns Neighborhood, the owner was like, yo, someone sent me a clip of you from an interview, and we were speaking about the Anata situation. I was speaking about a lot of things. Like, yeah, I didn't know you went through that. I'm like, yeah, we've been through a lot. Like, this is not a fly-by-night thing. Yeah. So I like doing this. So we don't get time to chat with everyone and share knowledge and connect with each other. So because things are consistently moving. So I would go. But
we as let me just put this out there. The door's always welcome, Dan. Like whatever you got going on, and that's why I hit you up because we want to talk more about what you got coming up, CottonFest, etc. But I feel like
another re-up, another interview. Yes. Yeah, actually, not shop. But yeah, I would definitely go back to. Sorry, that's what you said. I'll definitely go. So I have a single. I've like my mind moves very quickly, so I can move on to 3 different things without thinking. So that's my thing. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, we love this. We love this. You know, because I mean, we're getting a lot from what you're saying. Do you not think that social media plays into the delusion of the artist?
I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you my formula because I'm gas now, but I'm so calm with, like, when things are good or like I'm having, like, in my red or my phone about having a good time. But I am, but I'm just thinking, okay, what's next? Because people like, I used to call it the Durban curse. What was it? Man, I used to call it Durban curse, where it's like, it's like when we have, let's say you have one hot song, right? Pops off. Takes you to Choba, Cape Town, whatever the case is. Guys can't, the hardest part is what's next. I'm actually saying don't know what to do next because they focus on the now. So this is nice now, but what's next? It's doing this thing, you have to consistently think, okay, what do I need to do next? You know? So social media does play a lot into it because I'm like, hype, I'm like, hey, you're the greatest. I have so many people call me the GOAT and the greatest. Imagine now, I'm walking around thinking like that, like, like I'm good at what I do, but I can separate the I think social media, I mean, for me is, people always say it's like for me it's just consistently for work, like basically, like savings. Like if I got something coming or just pushing myself for the show, it's just work. But I don't post my life on. If you notice, if you know who I am, you'll never see a picture of my mother, my father, my brothers. I don't do family. It's business. So so when you go on my page, just go on my page, you see me hosting mostly or one of my parties.
But speaking of, like you always dripped out looking fresh. I want to talk about the graphic tees. I want to talk about the graffiti.
But so I'm like, I don't know. There's something that we opened. I try to be anonymous about it. Imagine I opened up I'll tell you the real reason why I did it was because I somehow I don't sleep much, so I stumbled on something called something to do with jewelry. So these guys resell watches, and they were at there's a spot where I don't know if you've seen Hidden Gems.
Yes.
That's an actual spot.
Oh shit.
Like it's a real space. Like where they sell diamonds and they trade watches. Like it's real stuff.
Yeah.
So I jumped onto that. I saw these guys were reselling. Like they were bartering like a Rolex. Like they were trying to, like, yo, man, I'm just reselling. Because I used to resell. And that's where I was like, oh, let me just go. And the lady I buy these t-shirts from is like Kokom Dad, and she travels a lot. She's like a fan. Like, yo, I always come in and buy stuff. I was like, yo, do you want me to just get you your own batch and you do what you want with? I was like, yeah, sure, key. At such a cheaper rate. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because the quality is fire as well.
This is from Japan.
Yeah,
from Japan.
From Japan, yeah, born.
I'm from Japan.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, hell yes, I'll come every week, I'll buy. And I do come in every week and I'll buy.
And so you're still moving them?
Yeah, I just got a new badge last week, so I haven't put it up. I've been crazy busy. Yeah. So I just got a new badge, like, and they fire.
They fire, dog. That's what I'm saying. That's always say you wobbly, the gang, and you rock.
Who I bought my last? I bought 12. Who bought them all for me was like,
what support? I love the way
he literally was like, yo, bro, I just because they've been handled. Everyone's like, yo, where you buy t-shirts? I'm not gonna tell you my plug. Now my boom. I will not tell you.
Yeah.
We were in my phone, I couldn't name.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I was like, yeah. Food like charge it over his own one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna finesse you. You always see me.
Yes.
So yeah, that's. I'm still pushing that.
I love that.
I like reselling. Like I always like I started off reselling like a lot. Like my brother would travel to the States like a lot. Like we were the first people to kind of sell Timbs to kids in high school. We had. Then they pro stats as a snip babe, at the actual babe.
Yeah.
And to see the price of that now is wild.
It's ridiculous.
Sure.
It's
How you
ridiculous.
even I can't afford them now.
Like, that's true. That's true.
Pushing
No,
that. So
it's very expensive.
that's where that came from. So you want to ask me something?
So now we're going to go into a bit about a CottonFest.
Yes.
But before that, I went through your social media.
Investigation, right?
Hey, this is what we call investigative journalism 101. Yes, so.
I went through, according to your social media, I'm not sure whether it's a fact or not, but the most recent event that you had emceed alongside the late, great...
Sure, boy, can I call you back? Wait, I'm in the middle of something. I have a white and a black one, and I have the sneakers. So when I remember, I was talking to Ricky. I was like, yo, bro, what was this? I was like, dog, poison, keep that stuff. That stuff is going to be collectible, trust me. It's like, to me, keep it. Like, that's your stuff. Trust me, the next maybe 5 or 10 years, it's going to be worth a lot. I was like, okay, cool, sharp. Because I need the money. I think it was COVID times. And things were bad. I'm not working. It was the looting and COVID. Imagine. Bro, I was like, yo, bro, I had to tell him first, I'm thinking about selling this jersey, like, this CottonFest jersey, because I need the money. And someone was going to buy from me off the hand. What's not poison? Keep that jersey, it's collectible. I'll send you money. Send me money. So I just keep it like that. I was like, okay, cool. So it was weird. Yeah, it was that. That's crazy. It was actually a very crazy time.
Oh, wow, that's a beautiful story. That's a beautiful story. Not many people can share our moments and support each other like that.
That's a real bro, bro.
Yeah,
That's a real person, like, for real.
But there were many times where you shared the stage with him, right?
Yeah.
So now, what do those moments now mean to you?
Bro, those moments mean a lot. Like, you know, but like people think like, you know, I've wanted this thing for a very long time. Yeah. Like, I've wanted to do this for a very, very long time, which is why I take it very seriously. Like, I used to sit at home and watch rules of it, of entertainment, watch with Samachita Kodo de July, to watch What's Me, watch Forever Young. Bro, like, these are like my idols, bro. Being in a space like that would me forever be mind-blowing. And for them to tell you, bro, you're sick. You know, school told me like, yo, Richie, after we don't play the same call, what school told me that you're the greatest. Like, you took whatever it is. I'm like, dude, I used to look up to you because he did the MC, did the fashion. That was my thing. Like, I was like, yo, I used to like, yo, these guys are like doing it. So it's sharing those moments, have always meant a lot to me. Not just after those moments. Every moment means a lot. Like I had a chat with Ukatizol, and I'm like, dog, sometimes, I even told him, dog, sometimes it's wild that me and your friends, like we speak on a regular basis. Like, why? Because I used to look up to you guys. Like, Boys and Blacks was my thing. Like, those moments mean a lot to me because I've wanted this for such a long time. Like, it's things that I never thought would ever happen. Like, just a young kid from a pine time is just looking at that stuff on TV. I'm like, yo, bro. So those moments have always meant a lot. Like, I love them all for it. Like, they mean so much. Like,
so getting that validation from people that you looked up to, and then do you still feel like that you need the same validation from your family? As you had mentioned that at some point your mother had called you what she called you.
It's even when I was kicked out of home and I was homeless, I don't know if I need the validation or I feel like I deserve it or what. I don't know what it is when it comes to that. I haven't figured it out yet, you know? But it's like you end up getting to a point where you just stop caring. I don't care, because if I keep dwelling on it, I'm just gonna get more upset. So I don't need it, man. I don't need it from other people even. Like, it's good to know that I'm adding someone to something's life, but I don't need you to tell me I'm good. I don't. Like, that's one thing I took from Kanye, is just to be confident. I'm my own shot of espresso in the morning. So just I don't do it for that also.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in the industry to be validated or to be I'm just here to work and add on to whatever is going on in culture.
Yeah.
That's facts. People normally will tell you, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Never. Even when I was doing it, I didn't... You don't need to tell me, like, Gabon. Not that I'm thank you. You know, I'm just using the tools God gave me, and then we're trying to execute.
Yeah, and you're definitely using
Visionary top major.
Listen, wow. I love what I'm hearing, and I appreciate that some people recognize your work, especially people that.
It's always it's always mind blowing, bro. Like, bro, when Coffee said it was dope, was like, whoa.
Hi, bro, pen.
When Coffee said it was good, I was like, whoa, jeez.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Coffee Lattice, I was like, yo, that's crazy. I don't even lie.
So on now you have a bigger responsibility now, because on the 2nd of July. We have CottonFest coming to Durban.
Well, I think we're on 4,000 tickets.
4,000 tickets.
I think last time I checked was 3. I know we sold 1,005 first day.
Yeah.
So I think we were
phase 2, I mind you.
Nah, phase 2 without a lineup. Lineup comes on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
With no lineup. So we've been wanting it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was even speaking to when the team came down to Durban, I was telling them, like, you know, me and Riky spoke about the CottonFest Durban in July, just like before he passed. And it was because there's nothing for us for the July. Kids in the culture, there's nothing for us. What I envisioned the July was supposed to be like our fashion week. There's the shows during the day, then we go party. Yeah, well, that's how it should be. It should be like the buzz in New York, in Paris. That's the vibe. That should be like, so I think if not this year, next year, I actually really want to do like a fashion week at Etzigwin.
Yeah.
With all the brews.
We need that.
Everyone.
We need that.
Joburg brands, Durban brands, Cape Town, because everyone is here.
That's true.
Let's showcase some clothes and go party, you know? Just, that's the vibe. But yeah, if it's 4,000, I think we're on 4,005. The aim is 7,000.
Well done.
And let's talk a bit more into CottonFest, the preparations. How's the team? Are they excited? Are there any surprises?
Quite a few surprises. But you know what's so crazy? Oh, actually, speaking about this, I'm thank you for brought me on.
No problem.
No, but I saw someone post, like, there's a kid that I follow because he's dope. We used to do like cool stuff in Japan. He posted saying, this event will be a failure. It's in the wrong hands.
Oh.
I was like, you guys think this thing is run by us? Tina, we're just amplifying their plan. Production is theirs. We're just navigating things so that some people in Durban are in it. Tina, we're just the speaker, but they're the force, they're the body. That's not run by anyone. It's theirs. No, I hate to get to the point where they tell us what to post. They send us the content. We don't have, because I remember this one time I wanted to ask for like past pictures of past events. So now we can't do that because this is how they do things. It's not run by us. So I think people have this idea, it's, Ulav, LV, hey, we pick our friend. I'm like, no, you guys got this whole thing wrong.
Yeah.
Like very much wrong.
My nigga, say that shit again, bro, because...
No, you guys got this thing fucked up. Like it's wrong. I think we're involved in that extent. Like, even the way it looks, they do it, which is also amazing. I love it because I love seeing them work. They really they took Bianca, Lindsay, Jody, those girls know their things. And it's women, that's the crazy thing.
Oh, wow.
No one knew that. It's run by very powerful women. It's Bianca, it's Lindsay in Cape Town from Beanstalk, it's Jody who's now at Spotify.
Wow.
She's the artist man at Spotify, and then it's their team. And then it's Peggy, so much there, and everyone else has been Ricky's friends, but the driving force, it's them. And trust me, they know exactly what they want.
And guys, we can all get hype and excited. We CottonFest, I think the second one, you've hosted a few.
Yeah, also the one.
It's gonna be hype.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. The lineup is amazing. The way it looks is amazing. The spaces of activations for brands, they look mad. It's nothing we've had in Durban ever at an event.
Yeah.
I feel like just because brands aren't just sponsoring you with cash, they're actually building spaces around. So when you walk around, you can experience different things while it's 2 stages and you can do that.
I was actually going to go into that. As someone who's never been to CottonFest myself and maybe other people now, and it seems like it's something that's going to allow a lot of people in Durban to just go out and support in memory of Riky Rick. What can we expect?
Man, just expect really, really good vibes. CottonFest is just such good vibes. Like, it's not... I can't explain. It's like... It's the who's there, first of all. If you're an artist and you're booked, like, if you're from Durban, I highly suggest that when you're in that backstage friends and families area, talk to everyone who's there. But I didn't go say I didn't go there. I didn't drink. I didn't do nothing. I came there to work. Came there to network. And I said, yo, so it's man. Okay, cool job. People that knew me was like, oh, this is Alfie from da 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 da. I met so many people, bro. I met people from Nike. I met people from Puma. I met guys from MTV, Trace, guys from everywhere, brand guys. So what I'm saying is, it's just that. It's just a nice space to. If you're in culture, to really just connect, have a good time. The music's amazing. The experience itself, the stages, they look. It's out of this, bro. It's something we've ever seen.
There's going to be multiple stages.
It's two. It's two stages. It's 2 stages. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
So just expect really good vibes, but also look around like yo, just have a chat with people. It's a nice place to chat, connect,
So what are some of the survival tips of how to survive CottonFest, and what are the must-haves?
Wear comfortable shoes.
Okay, comfortable.
It's not a heels thing because it's a field. There's a lot of walking as well because there's a lot of things you want to see.
Yeah.
Like a lot of food spaces, a lot of activation spaces. Just keep that in mind. Got me on foot. It's not a table thing.
Yes.
There's an area to sit and eat, but
casual fashion, good time.
Yeah.
Be very good. And then one last question: as someone who had a relationship with the founder, and someone who's in Durban, and this is the first time. This is Cotton On's debut in Durban. How are you going to make this event a success, not only for Durban but also for his memory?
We're going to try by all means. Just that weekend is from end of this month, but from the open mic to the skating. Just want to try really just push good energy, make sure everyone's out there. How many people we can get on to come through with it. So it's just for us. Even my set, I got something special for when I MC,
Yeah.
So it's just Ricky loved them, and it's like consistently. So we had to come really show out. As everyone, Laza, Wamashu, Kumuntu of it, they were not inside. We are outside.
Outside, really?
Kind of around. The pen game getting better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, so that's nice. That's
Wait. Talking about pen game. You in the studio?
Yeah, but we're trying to do something. We're trying to do something. It's just I was in Pori on Wednesday. I've been doing another since last week. So but it's
Talk to me.
Yeah, trust me. I'm surprised myself. No, if you've been to any of the parties I throw or live or envy, there's some stuff that I say on the mic, and that stuff people think it's my stuff. So I just took the stuff that I say on the mic that gets my friend that spend money. I just made one song or two, and then we just put it on the beat. It kind of makes sense. That's literally what we did. Like with the stuff that I said on the mic, like my chances are clapping, the anthems that Banos are saying, that's an actual thing. Like I always say in the club too, Banos are saying, and because it's like when you're in the space like this. Well, end of July, the Easter weekend, a lot of my friends from like Joburg and Durban came to spend money. Like come to the 100,000 clapping. So with me just saying, Banos are saying, because like 6 of them in the club, so everyone's like, man, get to spend Banos are saying. Then I asked Ufuzan, Ufunan, Funiyek, Hennessy, him away. Then it was bad for the people that are there, because I'm talking about my name. That's literally all I said on the mic. Come on. That's all I say. Ubanos will tank, Baning, Labantuan. Ubanos will tank. That's literally that.
Wait to hear it.
I don't know. You know the craziest thing? I was actually Googling how do you release? Was it? Actually, I'm being dead serious, bro. Let me show you. Like I gasped and I saw this because I was in the Uber coming here. Bro, how to promote your song and thingy? Some Out Now magazine.
Oh snap.
Yeah. How to promote your single 2023.
Oh,
I was Googling because I don't know how to do it. It's,
But I mean,
it's not the same. Not the same.
I mean, you LV. Like,
It doesn't mean some LV. I must take it lightly, bro. Like I respect it so much. Understand? I'm such a fan of music. Like I'm such a fan of music. Like it plays a very huge part in my life, and just people know. Like, dude, I actually listen to music a lot, like a lot. So with that, I was like, I'm okay. We made the song now. Okay. How are we gonna push it out? Like, what am I doing? First of all, I'm like, what am I doing? And it's like, so I was Googling. I'm like, yo, how do you, you know? So I'm quite nervous about it, but I had fun with it. For me, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, it's like everything else that you create, just have fun with it. It'll work out somewhere.
And a sneak peek.
I'm waiting for Uncle to send to now because I didn't like how the vocals sound.
But let's talk about the process. How did you find the actual recording process?
My goodness, that thing is really like it's wrecking. Like it's not like in my head I thought it was like just me on the mic, and it's like kind of like and there's people around, so it's like and I can say to her, what am I doing? What the hell are you doing? I'm like, let's have fun with it, you know. Luckily, like I don't promote drinking, but I'm a person that drinks, and when I'm on my level, I'm really on the. So I did it. It's like a real process. Like I respect it so much because someone's like, why did you do? Huh?
And you've got to bring the energy.
Yeah. You gotta bring it. Like you gotta be on. Like stand. Like, it's okay. It's not the energy. Someone's like, dog, we want it the way you do it in the club. Like, y'all gotta give me some Hennessy then.
Wow. So is this how most of your ideas come about?
Yeah, most of it. My mind is consistently working. Like I don't see much because my mind is consistently because I just wanna do so much. Like you know that you dream about stuff. You're like, okay, cool. I'm in space now. I need so much I need to do. You know, but I'm trying to like streamline it a little bit now. So okay, cool. The music thing now, I don't even know how the hell am I doing it, but let's see. You know.
Yeah.
Utama was always said to me, "Oh, just come stay in Joburg.